Hello, long time no see on my part because I think there will have been a video up fairly recently for you, but for me this is the first time I've been recording in quite some time, which is weird. I have obviously taken a little break, but now I'm back for a bit and I am looking forward to getting into trying out some new makeup with you guys today. As I've been away, I have been trying to remember all the different looks that I've been wanting to do once I get home, and of course now that I'm home I'm like, I don't want to do that now. Like, I feel like I just change my mind like as the time comes, but I really like, in fact I have one I want to do, but I am also going out tonight, so I don't want to do that one for this. Do you know what I mean? It's just not going to suit the vibe. But I really like this colour here, but I don't know if that's really what I'm looking for. Like, I don't want to do something super intense and like super dark, which maybe that means it's not the one. I have also seen quite a lot of looks that are like a big liner and then like a pop of colour like in here, which is really cute. So maybe I'll do something like that. Hold on, let's see what I've got. But I have been wanting to do like a purpley look for quite some time, so maybe I'll just do that. Okay, maybe I'll do that. So as per usual, I'll be 2 seconds whilst I prime my lids. Okay, if I'm being honest, I do think this look will probably look better if you had blue eyes. So if you've got blue eyes and you're watching, pay a bit more attention, because purple really brings out the blue, like a plum colour really brings out the blue in people's eyes. There isn't really much for brown eyes, to be honest, especially I've got quite dark, well, not quite dark brown eyes, so there's not really much I can do there, but you know, if you've got blue eyes, try this. I feel like I haven't done this in so long, because I haven't. I'm like contemplating, do I even put in a transition shade, or do I just go straight in with the purple? Because I've got this out again. Maybe I just love this palette. I used this in my last video. I just finished editing the last video, we'll get into that later. But I really like this as well. Like, can you see the vision? Can you see? I might just go straight in with this slasher colour from the NikkieTutorials palette. Really, we're just going bold. We're going bold. Why not? We're just gonna pack that close to the lid for now. I have just essentially finished my, what is that video going to be called? Like modern twist in a classic look video, where I'm doing the double liner and the red lip. Probably is going to be the video previous to this one. Just finished editing that. I filmed that before I left in September, but I just didn't really have, not of the time, but like I didn't have a prolonged period of time to like sit down and really edit a video, if I'm honest. So that only got edited now that I'm home. Sorry about that. I did make a little bit of a dent in my Taylor Swift video, but that is a mammoth, and I still want to be like putting stuff out whilst that's not quite ready yet. We're just feathering out, softening the edges a little bit here, just with this doesn't have anything on it. I've just been socked in the face. But okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of that love letter into the crease just to give it a little bit of dimension and to give something to blend this out with. I'm now gonna add like a deeper shadow just towards the lash line and in the outer corner, just to give this a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna use this brush. I've added like a little bit of a wing just because why not, I guess. I actually think this looks kind of nice, and it's not like, yeah, it's dark, but it's not like super intense once I have everything else on. Like when I have my eyes open, it's fine. And closed, you get like the colour. Just going over this with like a very pale nude skin colour, just to buff out the edges. So I'll come back and do lashes. I'll come back and do lashes, etc. in a bit, like once I've done the face, and we are now moving on. As you can see, I am struggling a little bit with the weather. Just dry skin, it's resulting in some cracking and redness, which I will hopefully be able to cover up. Yeah, but for just now I'm just going to prime my face. Also, my hair is way too long. Like, this is really bothering me, but whatever, getting it cut next week. I have been moisturising. I actually did a sheet mask the other night that was a hyaluronic acid sheet mask, and I did think it really helped. It's just the redness that I can't really get rid of. I wish I had some kind of like hydrocortisone cream or something, but I do not. So thankfully my regular primers are pretty moisturising. Oh my god, that's cold. For people that don't know, it's just the Milk Hyrdogrip primer to start with. This does hydrate quite a bit. It's annoying. I've had really nice like clear skin for pretty much the entire time I'm away, but then maybe I'm just being greedy, so you know, everyone has to have their breakouts and whatever else. So we're then going to use the Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid just for a little bit of extra moisture and glowiness. I'm going to take my Dior Future Skin Glow foundation, and I do think it's probably fine. Actually, I was just really dumb and I've now got this on my hand when I'm not going to be using it right now because I want to do this first. So I'm just going to add my bronzing stick. I'm kind of more free to just go pretty intense because it will be slightly muted by the end. It's funny, it's Christmas time pretty much. Now, actually today's my favourite day of the year, if you didn't know. I think I probably mentioned this last year. I think I made a video on this day, but my favourite day of the year is 21st of December. It is the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice, I believe. I don't know why it's my favourite day. I just remember learning as a child that it was the shortest day and thinking that was pretty cool, and then just being excited for it every year. You know, it's close to Christmas, everyone's kind of finishing up work, finishing up school, everything, you know, it's just very homey, I guess, which is weird because I'm more of like a summer girly at heart, but for whatever reason this day just like kickstarts my Christmas feelings. That being said, it doesn't really feel that much like it's like Christmas this year, just because I don't know, there's just a lot going on. I feel less prepared for Christmas this year than ever before. Now I'm just gonna add my foundation around this. I wasn't using foundation really at all on my trip just because I couldn't like fit this bottle in my bag, and for a lot of my trip I was kind of in the sun, or I had leftover tan from when I was in the sun, so I was happy to just use concealer. But right at the end of my trip it was like wintry and cold and my skin was kind of breaking out, and so I went and got a wee tester of this foundation and used that for like the last 2 times I put my makeup, which is quite a nice little change. There's only so much concealer can do. Also, I was running out of concealer, so there's really only so much I can do. Considering maybe doing a book review video of my books that I've read this year, I might try and rope Maddie in to do it with me because we have some overlapping interests in books, but she does read some books that are very different to the ones that I read, so it would provide a little bit wider of an array of books to talk about. So maybe I'll do that. I have read 23 books this year. My goal is 25, and my dad so nicely pointed out, why is it 25 and not 24? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, because 24 would be, you know, 2 every month. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I thought 25 was a nicer number. He was like, even 26 would be better because that's half of 52. And I was like, I'm seeing this issue now, but I've already set my goal, so what do you want me to do? So that's kind of bothering me, but I'm just gonna not think about it. So just gonna quickly set my under eyes. I normally cut this out of the video, but maybe I'll keep it in, we'll see. So I just use a brush like this, take a little bit of powder, and then I just pat it in. Don't like brush or swipe because that just disturbs what's underneath. And then I'll add just a little bit in my T-zone, kind of on my nose and just on my chin. I feel like I look really strange. Oh well. So we're going to add in a little bit more bronzer just because the way that that technique works, you kind of gets muted a little bit. So we're going to use, should I use use this or should I use my more bronziness? If I were to do a blue on the eye, I would always use a more bronzy tone, but I don't know if because this is, no, we're with this one. I don't know, I was questioning it when I saw it in the screen. I was like, nope, this is definitely the right call. I missed having a powder bronzer when I was away. That was one thing that I wasn't expecting. I don't really use powder bronzer unless it's on top of cream, but for whatever reason, like sometimes it just adds that extra oomph that you kind of need, and it makes it a little bit more seamless, like a final blend. See, I feel like this is starting to go together. I actually wasn't gonna wear this jumper tonight, but maybe I will because it kind of suits. It's got like a bit of purple in it, so it kind of suits this look. Brows, potentially. Let's do some brows. I feel like I've done an okay job of covering up my redness as well, which is pretty nice. Okay, I'm so excited to put on blush. It's actually ridiculous, but anyway, this is the brow gel that I took with me when I was away, so it has been trusted with that responsibility. This reminds me of a video that Patrick started where they're doing like a more unusual bridal look. Oh my god, so Spotify Wrapped, I know that was a wee while ago now, but just to make everyone aware, I'm a podcast girly, I admit it, but I didn't quite realise how much of a podcast girly I was. I listened to, I'll put the exact number up, but over 21,000 minutes of podcasts this year, which if you do the maths is actually over 2 weeks straight. So that's slightly concerning. I guess I always listen to them when I'm working. It's not like I was watching something where I was like not able to do anything else. It's not like I was glued to my screen. I was just listening. Anyway, I decided to make a new playlist recently on my Spotify and I discovered Lizzie McAlpine, which, oh my gosh, she's so talented and such a good songwriter. Wow, I hadn't heard of her before and I listened to her new album and it's really good, so I would recommend giving it a listen if you are interested in good songwriting and you would like a new album to listen to. It's like Phoebe Bridgers meets Olivia Rodrigo in the sense of like, I don't know what age she is, but there's like a more youthful vibe to her music, I would say, like more like high school vibe, like late high school I would say, like the subject matter of the song, but the sound is sometimes more Phoebe Bridgers. I don't know, give it a listen, see if I'm talking absolute rubbish. I really need my hair cut. I want it cut to like here, like it needs like a good amount off. I'm actually gonna dye it next week. Plot twist, I'm just sick of it, like I just want something different, so I'm going to get something different. Sorted the problem, you know? Blush. Okay, so to start with, I'm obviously gonna add some Pesca just because it's a good, it's like almost like my transition blush. This is not Pesca, so I can wear it on its own, but I can also use it as like a blending color for other tones. I took this with me. I became essentially like a brand rep for Vieve whilst I was away because I had this with me, which I was recommending to like everybody under the sun, and also I wore this jumper, or I took this jumper with me, which is the only jumper that I had with me at all, so it was like kind of what I was wearing all the time. Did not think about the fact that I would meet French speaking people and they were like, what does your top say? And I would be like, oh, like have to explain the whole thing, oh it's a Scottish brand and this girl, because people would be like, that's spelt wrong, and I'm like, yep, I know. Interesting conversation starter, but potentially should have thought of that before I left. Felt a little bit silly, but oh well. Look at that, like just, that's crazy. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then what do we want to put on top? I'm gonna use some of this at the backs of my cheeks, I think. And then I am between, no, this or I never really used this colour. I might give it a try. And not with this look actually, but what do I think? I'm gonna go with this one. I've been depraved. Because Pesca's great, but like just Pesca on its own, you know, it does get boring after a while. It's so versatile that I couldn't really take anything else. Like, you just have to be. It's quite a lot of blush actually. gonna pat a little bit of this, the backs of my cheeks. Pretty. So I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara and see where we're at. It's got to be lashes, so we're just gonna take these Demi Wispies and pop them on. Where is everything? I'm actually uploading the last video now. Or I actually haven't made a thumbnail, so guess I'm not, but it's uploaded onto YouTube. It's just not public, so multitasking. Okay, gonna add a little bit under my eye just for some smokiness, you know? What do I put under my eye though? That's the bloody question. I don't want to go crazy. I'd hate to go crazy. And I am really known for, you know, subtle, everyday makeup looks, so just staying on brand, keeping it subtle, understated, no makeup looks. Oh my god, my arm. So I basically was cat sitting, or I was living with a cat a couple weeks ago. I still have rashes. So I'm just gonna line. But yeah, I actually really don't know what I'm gonna do with this lip. Oh yeah, at the airport, I put my Vaseline and my Glossier lip balm into a little bag to put through security, and then I just didn't get it back, so it's a bit annoying. And I really like that Glossier lip balm, so kind of annoyed about that, to be honest. Does this need a little bit of gloss? Oh, look at that. Yes, it did. And that's us. Perfect. I can just do a little... and we're done. Just like that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it and I hope you like this look. I am hopefully going to have a few more videos out in the next little while, so stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and if you would like to see more videos from me and you want to know when they're coming out, then hit the notification bell and you will find out when I post, and then you can watch all my videos. Yeah, I will see you in the next one.